Former White House chief strategist Steve Bannon speaks with attendees at Turning Point Annual America Fest 2024 in Phoenix, Arizona on December 21st, 2024. The four-day event features some of the nation's most popular conservative speakers. Steve Bannon joined a growing chorus of MAGA influencers coalescing behind President Donald Trump in the wake of the Wall Street Journal report about a ribald birthday letter bearing Trump's name that was sent to Jeffrey Epstein, telling CNN Friday that he believed the story had united a base that had been showing signs of fraying. "We are finally on a fence," Bannon, Trump's former aide and a leader of the MAGA movement, said via text message to CNN. President Trump has had enough and is fighting back against his real enemies. Bannon was one of several of Trump's high-profile supporters who had been skeptical of the administration's handling of the Epstein case, pushing the administration to release more files on the disgraced financier and convicted sex offender who authorities have said killed himself in 2019 while awaiting trial on federal charges. The pressure campaign intensified after the Justice Department issued a memo indicating there was no Epstein client list and would not release further documents related to the case. Deputy FBI Director Dan Bongino expressed he was considering resignation amid a clash with Attorney General Pam Bondi regarding the handling of the situation, though he ultimately chose to stay in his position. Amidst the controversy, some MAGA voices called for a special counsel to investigate further, but White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt stated that Trump would not recommend this course of action. Then came the Wall Street Journal's article reporting it had reviewed a collection of letters gifted to Epstein for his 50th birthday in 2003, including a note with what seemed to be Trump's signature and an outline of a naked woman. The revelation sent shockwaves through the media landscape as the public and political figures alike began to speculate on the implications of Trump's possible involvement with Epstein. Trump vigorously denied he wrote the letter, telling the Journal, "It's not my language. It's not my words." After the story published, the president threatened to sue the newspaper and owner Rupert Murdoch. Many of Trump's vocal online supporters quickly signaled their support for the president. Loomer, one of Trump's most vociferous defenders who had been one of Bondi's biggest critics over the Epstein case, called the Wall Street Journal story totally fake. Charlie Kirk, another influential MAGA voice who had criticized Bondi, said on X, "This is not how Trump talks at all. I don't believe it." Soon after the story, Trump ordered Bondi to unseal pertinent grand jury material from the Epstein case. It's unclear whether the move will be enough to quell the calls from Trump's supporters to release the entirety of the so-called Epstein files, given the grand jury transcripts represent a small portion of the evidence collected. But Bannon said Friday that was a good start. Good start, but stay on offense. It's when Trump is at his best attack, Bannon wrote in a message to CNN when asked whether the order to release grand jury materials will be enough to calm that pressure. Bannon, a longtime critic of Murdoch, also argued that the media mogul will further serve as a uniting force for the president's base. Murdoch showed how much he loathes Trump, Bannon said. Murdoch tried to destroy the president and failed. Now Trump strikes back. For his part, Trump said after the Wall Street Journal published its story that he had called Murdoch and asked him to kill the article. The Wall Street Journal declined to comment on Trump's post. The Wall Street Journal and Rupert Murdoch personally were warned directly by President Donald J. Trump that the supposed letter they printed by President Trump to Epstein was a fake, and if they print it, they will be sued. Mr. Murdoch stated that he would take care of it, but obviously did not have the power to do so, Trump posted on Truth Social on Thursday evening.